History's turning points, the legendary life and death of Blackbeard the pirate. Picture this, a towering figure with a wild black beard braided with ribbons, smoke curling from his hat as if he'd risen from the depths of hell itself. His name alone, Blackbeard, was enough to send seasoned sailors into a panic. But who was this fearsome pirate really? And how did his life come to such a bloody, dramatic end? Today we're diving into the legendary story of Blackbeard, a man who blurred the lines between myth and reality. Born Edward Teach, though some records say Thatch, around 1680, Blackbeard didn't start out as the fearsome pirate we know today. He likely began his career as a privateer during Queen Anne's War, a legal pirate of sorts, raiding enemy ships under England's flag. But when the war ended, so did his legitimate work, and like many sailors of his time, he turned to piracy. Blackbeard rose quickly in the pirate ranks. By the early 1710s, he joined Captain Benjamin Hornigold, a veteran pirate, and soon after took command of his own ship. But this wasn't just any ship. It was the Queen Anne's Revenge, a captured French vessel that Blackbeard armed with 40 cannons. He didn't just sail the seas, he owned them, blockading ports, capturing ships and collecting treasure as if it was his birthright. Yet it wasn't just his deeds that made Blackbeard legendary, it was his image. He understood the power of fear. Before battle, he'd tie slow-burning fuses into his beard and hat, creating a cloud of smoke around his face. To his enemies, he didn't look like a man. He looked like a demon. And for Blackbeard, that was the point. But Blackbeard wasn't invincible. By 1718, his piracy had drawn the wrath of the colonies, particularly Virginia's governor Alexander Spotswood. Blackbeard, who had briefly accepted a pardon and settled in North Carolina, returned to the seas, likely sealing his fate. Spotswood sent a naval force led by Lieutenant Robert Maynard to put an end to the pirate king once and for all. The showdown came on November 22, 1718, near Ocracoke Island. Blackbeard's ship was ambushed, and though outnumbered, he fought like the devil himself. When the dust settled, Blackbeard lay dead, his body riddled with 5 bullet wounds and over 20 sword cuts. Maynard, in a gruesome display, severed his head and mounted it on the bow of his ship as proof that the legendary pirate was no more. But here's the thing, Blackbeard's story didn't end with his death. If anything, it only grew. Tales of buried treasure have fueled searches for centuries, and his name has become synonymous with piracy itself. Was he a ruthless villain, or just a cunning tactician who understood the power of fear? The truth may be somewhere in between. Blackbeard ruled the seas for only a few short years, but his legend, that's eternal. And as long as there are stories of daring adventure, buried treasure, and life on the high seas, Blackbeard will remain the ultimate pirate. So tell me, what do you think? Was he a monster, a mastermind, or something in between? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon and beware the black flag.